Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Barbeno's World. We're starting off right here by the librarian trading hall that I built in the last episode. And yeah, we've got a bunch of librarians in here, and I've been trading with them a lot. I leveled up all of them to master level. And yeah, I knew that librarians traded glass, but I never actually realized how good this glass trade is. So yeah, I was basically just trading with them for a really long time. And I collected a bunch of glass. And yeah, this is going to be really useful for whenever I might need it. Also, I AFK'd at my raid farm a bit, so I have absolutely tons of emeralds. And I did have some plans to work on this trading hall area. Maybe add some more trading areas for different villager professions. But then I saw that Razeworks has designed this new farm. He's a very good technical Minecraft player. And yeah, I really wanted to check that out. So here's the farm. It is a Wither Rose farm. And yeah, I've always been pretty interested in Wither Rose farms because Wither Roses are really hard to get if you don't use a farm like this. But yeah, I've always been really scared to build them because they're pretty unreliable. Usually if you unload them or log out, then the Wither will lose its target and just start randomly attacking things and maybe attack you. But yeah, this one's really good because it uses this water stream to redirect the Wither skulls. So instead of actually hitting this chicken, they'll be redirected up so that even though the Wither is always aiming at the chicken, he'll not hit it. And yeah, that's a new mechanic introduced in 1.16.2. And basically to get the Wither Roses, the Wither needs to kill some of these guys, some Endermen, and the Endermen are just falling down from a simple Enderman farm. You've probably seen this before, just like that. And yeah, the Endermen end up getting killed by the Wither Skulls, and all of the loot goes into these chests. Alright, I've spent a while collecting resources, and here's what I've got. Should almost be enough to build the farm. It's mostly just going to be made out of prismarine, and yeah, we'll also have some other blue stuff, but the only other thing that I need is through Wither Skulls to summon the Wither. I completely forget where my Wither Skeleton farm is, so yeah, that's kind of bad. I finally found it. Should probably build a path out to this place at some point, but yeah, for now, I'm too lazy. Anyways, while I'm grabbing these Wither Skulls, I want to set a timer to see exactly how long it takes me to collect them. Our first Wither Skull already. We've got our second Wither Skull right here. I finally got my third Wither Skull, and it took me just about 10 minutes. And yeah, that time's kind of bad. But fortunately, I think building this Wither Rose farm will allow me to actually be able to improve this Wither Skeleton farm that I have. Anyways, now that we've collected everything that we need, I need to find a place to build the farm. And yeah, as you might have seen in Ray's World Download, you have to build this farm in the end dimension where the Wither is trapped in one of the gateway portals. So yeah, I could use one of the gateway portals on the main end island, but there's a limited amount of them, and I've only opened up one right now. So I think the best bet is to go find one of the exit gateway portals from the outer end islands. And they're pretty rare, but I've probably found a few when I was end raiding, and I usually take screenshots of them. So I'm going to go find one in my screenshots folder and go to those coordinates. I finally made it here, and Yeah, it took me a really long time. I really don't want to be running here and back a lot because, yeah, it takes a long time and a lot of elytra durability. The first thing I want to do is kind of clear out the area a little bit. Break all of these coarse fruits down. And also, I think I should probably dig away a little bit of this end stone here because it gets kind of high up and I'm worried that it's going to be a bit too close to the AFK area. It's probably fine, but also it'll be nice to have some more end stone. Mining end stone actually takes ages. Yeah, I don't know how much of this I'm going to do before I get bored. What did I just do? Look at this. The coarse fruit is just floating. That's really cool. What happens if I get rid of this? Oh. To start off the build, we need to put in a wall right down here, and that wall is going to block the wither from escaping. Now I need to add in the target for the wither, and it needs to be in the same chunk, so it'll be in this direction. It needs to be 8 blocks out from this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it's going to be standing on this block. Okay, let's try to spawn a chicken in here as the target. First try, dude. Okay. We need to push him to the very back of this block. The next thing I have to do here is actually remove this end portal frame. And yeah, there's a really cool trick to this, and it involves using mushrooms. And I did actually forget the mushrooms, so I had to fly 2,000 blocks back. And it's quite the pain, so hopefully this works. I've put down the pods all here, put our brown mushroom in, and let's try bone mealing it to see if it grows. Actually, I think I botched it because it needed to be a red mushroom, so let me go grab some red mushrooms and I'll be back. Alright, let's try it. And, okay, this one didn't work, but hopefully next time. Yes, yes. It worked. And as you can see, the end portal frame is gone. I put in the killing area, which is the bottom of the drop chute right here. And yeah, the endermen will die there. They'll drop the pearls and the wither roses. And they'll go into these hoppers and into these chests. Now that I have that done, I'm basically ready to just build up the main part of the farm with the rest of this drop chute and the spawning platform. So I'll just do a time lapse for that. Welcome back, guys. I have finished building the entire spawning platform for this farm. And as you can see, some endermen have already started spawning. But in order to get them to fall down into here, I need to use the classic endermite trick. And yeah, I'm just going to spam a bunch of ender pearls until I get an endermite to spawn. Nice, that was the third try. Okay, let's name him. Bart. Just a leftover name tag I had. And try to get him in this minecart. Here I am up in the AFK spot at y equals 192. And as you can see, there are a bunch of endermen spawning and falling down the chute. And yeah, right now, they're all just dying from entity cramming in here. But yeah, the next step is just to put the wither in so it can kill them. I'm almost ready to finish off this farm, but I forgot one more thing. I need to grab some ice to make water sources. The entire setup is in, and I should technically be ready to summon the Wither, and I shouldn't have any problems, but just to make sure, I want to test out this exact setup in Creative. Alright, here's the setup I have in Creative. It's not the exact same as what I've got in Survival, but pretty similar. So let's just summon in the Wither right here. And when I summon him in, I need to put a water bucket in his head really quickly before he explodes, and move away. Now once he's exploded, he should start targeting the chicken. How did that happen? I'm honestly not sure how that chicken got out, but I'm just gonna assume everything's okay with that. So now let's remove the water from his head, and he should start targeting the chicken. Now let's go into spectator mode and see if we can spectate the Wither. Alright. Oh, that's what happened. We forgot to leave an opening for... No, it looks like everything's okay. Yeah, everything's okay. See, the Wither can just barely see the chicken down at the bottom there. And he's shooting skulls at it with his main head. Meanwhile, his side heads can just target the Enderman. It's time to summon in the Wither. We just need to place both of these, all three of these skulls in. And yeah, if it escapes, I'm literally just going to run away and probably never come back here. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright, it's in. Water bucket. Now run. Okay, it did its first explosion. Hopefully it's looking for the chicken. It seems to be targeting the chicken. Dang it! Oh my god! The chicken escaped. Yeah, that's really bad. Now I need to get this chicken back up there, hopefully without the Wither noticing. Yeah, this is kind of a disaster. I don't know why it dropped down, but maybe it's because it saw the floor was too close, so I'm gonna dig it out a little bit more. Oh, he saw me. Do you see that? Yeah, he's shooting, he's shooting. Escape, escape, escape. Alright, let's get a chicken to spawn. Dang it! Oh my god, they always fall. Oh. This is a disaster. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I eventually got in a new chicken, but it's still a baby, and I'm not sure if that makes a difference. But yeah, the Wither is definitely not targeting it. It's kind of just spamming everywhere and breaking off the blocks, which is pretty annoying. So hopefully this chicken grows up soon, and hopefully that fixes it. Alright guys, I've come up with quite a genius idea. And basically it involves putting a bunch of walls around the chicken area. And yeah, that way the chicken can't get out, because these are technically 1.5 blocks tall. But the Wither can still see the chicken. So yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go. But unfortunately in Survival, my Wither is still going crazy and my chicken is still a baby. So I'm going to need to grab some seeds to feed it. Okay. Alright, now we're just heading back with those seeds, and hopefully we can fix the thing before we have to kill the wither. Oh gosh. Shooting everywhere already. Hopefully it doesn't notice me. And look at that, the wither already started targeting it. I think this might have been kind of a success after all. I'm still pretty scared to use this farm, but let's fix it up to repair the damages that the wither has done, and hopefully it should work now. Alright, we're up in the AFK spot, and let's check if it's working. The wither is shooting forwards. And yeah, all of them are staying contained, and meanwhile the side heads are going for these endermen. It's working perfectly. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave my computer here for a few minutes and see how many wither roses I get. Okay, it's been about 1.5 hours since I fixed up the farm and went AFK. And yeah, everything seems to be fine. The wither is still at full health, and I don't think any blocks were destroyed. So yeah, let's go have a check how much loot we've gotten. Oh wow, yeah. 4 and a bit chests of loot. And yeah, it's about half ender pearls and half wither roses. But yeah, that's definitely going to be as much wither roses as we'll ever need. I've loaded up on a bunch of wither roses, so now we can leave and probably not have to come back here again. But before I go back, I think I'm just going to quickly raid this end city right here, because for some reason I never actually got around to raiding it. Okay, let's go back now. That's great, but there is one more thing that I wanted to do in this episode. And yeah, that's to do with my end portal room. You might not have seen this, but as I was building up the Wither Rose farm, I had to come through this room a lot of times, and yeah, it's actually incredibly ugly. I didn't change it at all from what it originally was. Yeah, all I did was removed the silverfish spawner and kept it just like it originally was. But yeah, I want to come up with a cool design that could make this room look pretty nice as we're going through from the nether to the end. Here in creative, I'm going to build up an end portal. And yeah, one cool thing I noticed about these end portals is that they don't actually have a bottom texture. So if we go ahead and remove these portal frame blocks, which we can do using like the normal bedrock breaking methods or the mushroom thing that I showed you, yeah, you can't see the portal frames at all if we enter from the bottom. So I think I'm going to make the entrance to the room a nether portal that's right here. And basically that means if you're standing in the nether portal, you should be able to just jump out of it and immediately go into the end. I think it would be really cool to make the room out of black concrete, so it's kind of like spooky and you can't see where anything is. But I want to have the fog effect with glass on the floor and on the ceiling. So let's try building that up. Okay, I finished up with the room, and here's what it's going to look like. The fog effect on the floor looks super cool. It goes down 14 blocks with 7 layers of glass. And yeah, above us are the invisible end portal frames. I didn't do the fog effect above it, but I will in survival. If I switch to survival and I just jump up, I'll get teleported to the end. The first thing I wanted to do here is remove the end portal frames. So yeah, I can just use the same mushroom trick that I did, and hopefully I placed the mushrooms in the right spots so it'll get rid of these 3 and not any more. But I'm pretty sure I need to block it off at the top as well, so yeah, let's try that. The portal frames are gone, but the portal is still there. Now this one, all good. This one, oh, that was fast. And the last row of portal frames, nice. Now it's completely invisible, but even though it is invisible, it still works. So yeah, let's try going through it. This is kind of a flex, but I'm gonna dye the glass from the fog effect with wither roses just because I have so many of them. Oh yeah, also I'll do that for my concrete as well. That glass fog effect does actually take quite a while to build up, so I'm gonna just do a quick time lapse of me finishing up this room. As you can see, it's like completely black, and we have the fog effect below. And I don't know if this looks very good in the video, but it looks really nice in game. And above me, the fog effect isn't really working for some reason. But yeah, that's okay. So I made a few minor changes to the room, just put some finishing touches on it. For one, when you come from spawn through the nether and you enter the room, you're now facing in the direction of the end portals, so you can go into the end really fast if you want. Yeah, as you can see, the end portal's right up here above me. I also made a little secret room behind the nether portal. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a banner behind the portal, and yeah, we have this little room here where you can set your spawn, access an ender chest, normal chest, and crafting bench. Anyways guys, I think that's it for this episode. It was pretty good, we did a bunch of stuff, but in the next episode I promise to get back to the villager area that I was working on. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.